Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Elijah here, and as you can tell from the title of the video, we're going to be doing the 7 deadly sins as athletes part 2. But don't worry guys, I am not going to milk this video the way Rockstar does with GTA 5. Yeah, this is the last time I do this type of video, but because the first video did so well, I said, you know what, it's only right that I do a part 2. But this is the last time I do it. Don't worry guys, I'm not going to milk it. Don't watch that G. So without further ado anyway, let's get straight into it. So when it comes to the sin of lust, I've decided to go for Wilt Chamberlain. Lust is defined as an intense desire, usually for sexual pleasure, but also money, power, or fame. Wilt is considered to be one of the greatest offensive players in the history of the game. Wilt Chamberlain stood at 7 feet 1 inches tall and was an outstanding centre. Chamberlain's professional career commenced in 1959 when he joined the Philadelphia Warriors. He showed unmatched dominance right away, breaking records that are still in place today. His most legendary achievements occurred on March 2nd, 1962, when Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a single game. A lot of people say Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game is fake, but then I really deeped it. I remember watching this one TikTok here and he debunked everything. So imagine, right guys, yeah, do you really think here they will allow a cotton picker, yeah, to hold such a record in 1962? Just deep it. I know I sound like Uncle Rockers, but really deep it. Do you think they'll allow a black man to hold such a record in 1962? And once I realized that, yeah, I knew that Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game wasn't fake. During his 1961-62 season, he became the first player to score more than 4,000 points in the NBA. By like Magic Johnson, yeah, Wilt was scoring points on and off the court. Wilt claimed that his body count is 20,000, which is higher than Luton Town Stadium's capacity. With a really deep G, imagine having a body count so high, yeah, it's able to fill up a stadium, bro. And I can't lie, maybe after the 75th one consecutively, yeah, your wood must be moving like them inflatable balloon people when it's trying to get hard. So when it comes to the sin of pride, I've decided to go for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So pride is defined as an excessive love of self or the desire to be better or more important than others. So for the people who don't know who Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a retired professional footballer. He played as striker. Ibrahimovic is renowned for his acrobatic strikes and volleys, technique, and ball control. Zlatan has played for teams like Man United, Inter Milan and PSG, and is Sweden's all-time top goal scorer with 62 goals in 122 matches. Zlatan has had a very impressive career and is an elite player, but I can't lie, in my sometimes anyway, I feel like Zlatan is way too big for his boots. And in his Piers Morgan interview, he goes on to say that he is God.
Say I am God. You think I'm joking or not?
You tell me.
I'm not joking. When I come on the field, I feel like that.
You feel like God?
I feel like God when I'm on the field.
An omnipotent power.
I feel untouchable, and I feel I will smash everyone that comes in my way.
And some people are going to say it's confidence, right? And it's confidence, right? And they're just being a straight up bellend, bro. And Zlatan has also made other comments like, if you buy me, you're buying a Ferrari. Comments like that, I understand that, right? Because as an athlete, you got to have it instilled in your mind that you're him in it, that you're that guy. But comments like I'm God is too brazy. And I'm not even trying to take anything away from Zlatan in it because he is an elite player. But Zlatan has no Champions Leagues to his name, no Ballon d'Ors, and he talks this recklessly, bro. So when it comes to the sin of wrath, I've decided to go for Ray Karif. Wrath is defined as uncontrolled feelings of hatred or rage. So for the people who don't know who Ray Karif is an American former professional footballer. He was convicted on a conspiracy to commit murder. He played as a wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. In college, Ray Karif played football for the Colorado Buffaloes, earning first-team All-American honors in 1996. He was selected by the Panthers in the first round of the 1997 NFL Draft. Ray Karif would sign a 4-year, $3.7 million deal that included a $1.3 million signing bonus. Karif had a respectable rookie season in 1997 games. He caught 44 passes from 545 yards and 4 touchdown passes. But however, there was a lot of drama behind the scenes that a lot of people were not aware about. During this time anyway, Ray Karif's girlfriend, Sharika Adams, was 8 months pregnant with Karif's child. Sharif told her multiple times that he didn't want the baby and wanted the baby to be aborted, but Sharika wasn't going with it and wanted to keep the baby. Ray didn't want the responsibility of being a father, and because of that, he hired a hitman $6,000 to kill Sharika. The hitman would fire 4 shots at Sharika, and Sharika was rushed to the hospital. Soon after her admission to the hospital, she fell into a coma. The doctors were able to deliver the baby via C-section. Fortunately, Sharika wasn't able to make it. Chancellor Lee Adams, the baby, survived but suffered permanent brain damage and cerebral palsy as a result of being without oxygen for 70 minutes before he was born. But I must not lie, this probably has to be one of the most saddest murder cases I've ever read, bro. It's actually such a sad story. But it's still good to see anyway that Chancellor is still keeping his head up high and graduated from France High School in 2021. When it comes to the sin of gluttony, I've decided to go for Charles Barkley. Gluttony is defined as overconsumption, usually of food or drink. Charles Barkley played for the Philadelphia 76ers, the Phoenix Suns, and the Houston Rockets. The 76ers called Charles a month before the draft, telling him they wanted him on the team, that they want him to go down to 285 pounds before he came into the draft. And he was totally alright with that. But once he found out that the annual salary was going to be $75,000, he didn't want to join the team. And because of that, Charles did everything in his power to gain weight. But I can't lie, Moses Malone was a W because he basically bullied Charles Barkley into losing weight and being in great shape.
Side. And I suppose, why am I not getting to play? And Moses, you know, he's really brutal. He said, "You fat and you lazy, young fellow. You fat and you lazy." I'm like, "Oh, I'm fat and I'm lazy." He said, "You need to lose some weight." He says, "You want to work hard, I'll help you, Big Mo, I'll help you."
I can't lie, yeah, we all need that one friend that bullies you, but bullies you out of love in order for you to reach your full potential. So when it comes to the sin of envy, I've decided to go for Ryan Giggs. So envy is defined as sadness or desire for the possessions, happiness, talents, or abilities of another. So for the people who don't know who Ryan Giggs is a former professional footballer who's played for Man United and is regarded as one of the best players in the club's history. Ryan Giggs has won 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues, and 4 FA Cups. Ryan Giggs also holds the record for the most assists in Premier League history with 162 assists and most assists in Champions League history with 41. But in June 2011, it was revealed that Ryan Giggs had been secretly involved with his brother's wife, Natasha, for 8 years. Bear in mind too that Ryan Giggs was married as well, G. Because deeper, yeah, imagine all the girls that wanted a piece of him and you decide to go for your brother's girl. Like, that is mad, G. Like, so when it comes to the sin of sloth, I've decided to go for Adel Taarabt. Sloth is defined as physical laziness. Taarabt began his career in France where he played for the Lens youth set. He will draw up attention from the senior staff as his flair shone. He got his chance at Lens in 2 matches for the first team, which were enough to see the Moroccan eyed up by several big clubs in Europe. And in 2007, he signed to Spurs. He would play 15 games before being loaned out to QPR. Immediately, Taarabt made an impact as a dangerous number 10 with flair and skills in abundance. During his time with Queen Park Rangers, he went on to win Championship Player of the Season, netting in 19 goals. Some of the most notable moments of the season for Taarabt were his solo runs which resulted in goals, his countless successful attempts at beating a man, and his ferocious penalty technique. Queen Park Rangers would then be promoted to the Premier League in 2011, with Mark Hughes being the new manager of the club. Hughes wasn't impressed with his attitude and felt that Taarabt needed to do more work, which made Taarabt try less on the training pitch. Taarabt would regularly turn up late to training, ignore the manager's instructions, and can continue to do his own thing. Harry Redknapp will also complain about Adel's effort, saying that Adel is way too overweight. PSG and Napoli, who had once been after his signature, dropped him from their scouting list. So when it comes to our final sin, which is greed, I've decided to go for Juan Gonzalez. Greed is defined as the desire for and love of possessions. So for the people who don't know who Juan Gonzalez is a Puerto Rican former baseball outfielder He played 16 seasons in Major League Baseball for 4 teams, most identified with the Texas Rangers. He played with them from 1989 to 1990, and then again from 2002 to 2003. In the 19th and early 2000s, Guan was the most productive hitter in baseball. By the time he was 30 years old, Gonzalez had crushed 362 home runs and won 2 MVP awards. Gonzalez was traded from the Texas Rangers to the Detroit Tigers, but before the season got underway, he was offered a $140 million contract. However, declined the contract, thinking he was going to get more in free agency, and that would eventually bite him in his arse here, because he would eventually get injured, have to settle for $10 million with the Cleveland Indians. And when I saw the story, I couldn't believe it, because how does one fumble the bag that badly, bro? 140 mil and you declined it, G. On the road, guys, how does one go to sleep knowing that he declined $140 million, G? Guys, but anyway, guys, I want to say thank you again. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, yeah? And I'll catch you guys in the next one, yeah?